If your company exports goods valued at more than $2,500 to anywhere other than Canada or exports goods that require an export license, U.S. foreign trade regulations require that you file your export information electronically with the Automated Export System, abbreviated AES. I'll provide more details about AES, including when and why you need to file through AES and how to do so, but before I do, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our videos sharing practical advice for exporters and importers. The Census Bureau uses the information submitted through AES to help it collect trade data. When you read or hear about the monthly U.S. trade deficit, most of the export information comes from AES. In addition, the U.S. uses the information to monitor and prevent exports of critical goods and technologies that may threaten our national security. If you are an exporter, you are required to submit an AES filing if the value of the goods you are exporting from the United States exceeds $2,500 per Schedule B classification code. You are also required to submit an AES filing regardless of the value of your goods, if they require an export license or if you are exporting rough diamonds or used vehicles. As the exporter, you can do the AES filing yourself, or you can pay a third party, usually a freight forwarder, to file on your behalf if you give them written authority to do so, which is something you would usually do as part of giving them a shipper's letter of instruction or SLI form. If your foreign buyer is arranging the transportation of the goods out of the U.S., that's called a routed export transaction, and in that case, they must provide written permission to someone in the United States to do the filing on their behalf. But even in these cases where you aren't arranging the shipping, you, as the seller, are required to provide certain data elements about your products to the person doing the filing. Whoever is doing the AES filing must do so from 1 hour up to 24 hours prior to the actual shipment, depending on the method of transportation. Items found on the U.S. munitions list under the International Traffic in Arms regulations may need to be filed earlier than items not on the list. If you are shipping to Canada, the U.S. foreign trade regulations say you don't have to submit an AES filing, even if the value of your shipment is more than $2,500, unless your goods require an export license or you're shipping a used vehicle. If you travel from Canada to the U.S. to purchase a car, you're going to need to find a freight forwarder to file through AES on your behalf. The information you are submitting to AES is called the Electronic Export Information, or EEI, and the export regulations are very specific about what this information includes. If you fail to submit the required AES filing or submit false or misleading export information through AES, you can be fined up to $10,000 per violation and/or sentenced to up to 5 years in prison per violation. In order to do your own AES filing, you must first register with the U.S. Customs and Border Protection on the ACE portal. ACE stands for Automated Commercial Environment. If your company already imports into the U.S., you may already have an ACE account. If not, it's quick to register and set one up. Once you've got your ACE account, you can log in to the portal and type your export information into the various screens on their website. There are 4 screens of data you need to enter. Better yet, you can use the export documentation software you use to create your export paperwork to also file through AES. Using software like Shipping Solutions eliminates the need to re-enter the same information on each of your export documents, as well as on the ACE portal. Instead, just log into ACE and then click a button to upload your export information. Not only will that save you time, it will improve the accuracy of your filings. There's a lot to know about the automated export system, but don't worry, Shipping Solutions is here to help. Visit the Shipping Solutions website to download our comprehensive guide for filing your export shipments through AES. In addition, watch our video that walks you step by step through the process of submitting your AES filings through Shipping Solutions, and sign up for a free online demo of the software so you can see how quick and easy it is to create your export paperwork and file through AES. You'll find all the links below. If you like this video, like it, share it, and make sure you're subscribed to our channel. Watch for more videos sharing real practical advice for exporters and importers.